David Anthony Burke, better known to the world as David, was born in Queens, New York, on March 28, 2005. Following his departure from YouTube content development, David rose to fame as a genre-defying musician. But his story has taken a dark, unexpected turn, combining a famous murder probe with viral popularity. He was raised in a deeply Christian home where gospel music dominated his childhood. The soulful undertones of his alternative R&B sound were later impacted by his parents' decision to keep him ensnared in religious songs until he was 13. Later, his family moved to the broad suburbs of Houston, Texas, from the busy blocks of Queens. After 7th grade, he was homeschooled to conform to his family's standards, which caused him to feel lonely. In interviews, he described himself as a teenager who was living vicariously through the stories told by his friends, experiences he had not yet encountered in real life. This seclusion fueled his interest in gaming culture. David would post Fortnite game montages, laying the groundwork for his 2021 musical career. He started creating edited montages, which are polished highlight reels of thrilling wins with well-known song melodies superimposed for maximum excitement. These movies received a lot of views, however there was worry. His uploads were flagged for having unlicensed music by YouTube's harsh copyright restrictions, which demonetized them and threatened to shut down his channel. He chose to compose his own music in order to avoid copyright issues. Songs like You and I, Take Me to the Sun, and Runaway combined hip-hop, R&B, and indie rock sounds that he had come across through late-night laptop brainstorming sessions. Unaware that they would change his life, he posted them to SoundCloud in 2021. In 2022, David started cross-posting clips to TikTok, while SoundCloud streams were still a trickle. His song, Romantic Homicide, which he released on July 20, 2022, was the first to become viral. It peaked at number 3 on Hot Alternative Songs and number 33 on Billboard's Hot 100. Here With Me did the same a few weeks later, peaking at number 60 on the Hot 100 and in Singapore's top 10. In September 2022, he signed with Interscope Records and Darkroom. In 2023, he turned full circle by releasing Feel It as the official Fortnite chapter for Season 3 song, paying homage to the game that inspired his sound. In May 2023, Darkroom and Interscope Records published David's first EP, Petals to Thorns. Holly Humberstone included him on her debut album, Super Blood Moon. David was chosen to play as an opening act on SOS Tour after being chosen for the Spotify Pop Rising on Tour. His popularity had been established in February 2024 with successes including Leave Her, 2016, a throwback version, Withering, and There Goes My Baby. He went on to release Feel It for the television show Invincible, and Remember Me was featured on the soundtrack of Arcane Season 2, which helped him gain recognition among anime fans. David began working as a content developer for the esport lifestyle brand 100 Thieves. Where Did It Go Wrong won him 2 BMI Pop Awards, wrapping off a successful year. His first studio album, Withered, was released on April 25, 2025. The 14-track album, which debuted at number 25 on the Billboard 200, was a reflection on stale relationships and personal rejuvenation. Included were the singles What Are You Waiting For, One More Dance, and Crashing, with Kaliachis. He celebrated by launching his album at the SM Mall of Asia in the Philippines and performing a viral backflip faceplant at Coachella. North American performances sold out as the Withered World Tour got underway in August, with eyes set on Europe and Australia. On September 8, 2025, decaying human remains was found in the trunk of a black 2023 Tesla that had been confiscated at the Hollywood tow location in Los Angeles. David Anthony Burke was the owner of the vehicle. Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a 15-year-old girl from Lake Elsinore in California's Inland Empire, was identified as the victim on September 17. She had been missing since April 5, 2024. The Los Angeles Police Department determined that the death was a homicide because the body was disfigured and displayed evidence of widespread decomposition. The findings of the toxicology and autopsy are still pending. According to CCTV evidence, he was at Celeste's home just before she went missing. Photos of the couple appeared online and they both had an odd tattoo on their right index finger, which further fueled rumors on social media when it was revealed that they had met on TikTok or Fortnite when Celeste was just 11 years old. In one of his leaked tracks, David seemed to boast about a person named Celeste. David portrayed both the murderer and the victim in blooded attire in his 1-minute music video for One More Dance, which showed a body being thrown into a trunk. He has been fully cooperating with authorities, according to his lawyer, and no charges have been brought against him. Despite searching one of the homes he had rented, LAPD insisted he is not currently a suspect. On September 20th, David rescheduled several of his European tour dates as well as the remaining dates of his US tour. Australia postponed shows, including the Spilt Milk Festival in December. Although Ticketmaster reimbursed fans tickets, other websites continued to display listings. Interscope halted all of its plans for Withered, including a Grammy Museum performance and the release of a deluxe edition, Mars Essence. Kaliachis declared her intention to remove Crashing off the streaming platform. With his most recent social media post being a tour poster from early September, David has remained silent. What started out as a YouTube hack has turned into a nightmare in real life, necessitating an encounter with the dark side of fame.